Hi everyone, the subject of 21 Days of Windows Phone Developer Camp is Launcher and Choosers. So, when you need a function in your application, you can use a launcher or chooser is called to start the built-in app and perform the required function. In the end, control returns to the calling app. So you provide access to common device functionality and services. Imagine that you need to take a photo in your application, so you can easily take a photo using Photo Chooser task. You should fire for a chooser to take photo rather than embedding camera functionality in your application. Yes, this situation does not give the user inconsistent feeling. On the contrary, it does a consistent experience for the user and make device memory management a lot more controllable. Yes, this is the important thing, I think. So what is the main difference between launcher and choosers? When I'm use launcher and when I'm use a chooser, choosers return data and status to your application. But launcher do not return data or status to your application. Let's begin with launchers. We're going to create a launcher. So I'm start Visual Studio. And I'm going to create a new Windows Phone project. Windows Phone, a new Windows Phone application is name it Windows Phone App 2. And create OK. We're choosing Windows Phone operating system 8. Okay. I will create a launchers. In the scenario, we're gonna create a media player launcher. So I'm going to the main page.xaml. I'm going to play this sample code for application bar button. Okay. Or yes, I want to add an application button using XAML. As we talked about our previous video, to create an application bar on your project and how do you use it. I'm gonna copy this application bar sample code using XAML, just only XAML, yes. Copy this code and comment it in, okay. Sorry. Okay. Yes. Sample code showing usage of application bar. I want to create an application bar button for the launch our media. So I'm gonna change the application bar icon button name to media button, and I'm gonna change also its name play media. So, and I'm gonna create a image folder, images, to application bar icons. Not importing image icon button, so I'm paste this icon for this icon button. Okay. Edit.png. Okay. And the next scenario about choosers. For the choosers, I'm going to create an application bar button, and I'll delete application bar many items from my application bar. So I can delete these codes, and I'm add a new icon to my project. Paste. Paste.png. So I'm gonna change it. In the launcher scenario, I wanna make a camera chooser, camera capture task. Yes, so I'll change this application icon button name to camera capture button. Okay. Yes. And I'm also changing its icon URI path. Or let's select correct image from our icons folder for the camera capture task. So I'm gonna search for camera capture task icon, so we can find it. Okay, it's not imperfect, I think. Okay, let's continue. And we'll create our click events for our method. So I'm going to create a click event, new event handler. Okay, let's go our code behind. We have to write little codes for media button click. So as we said, we had started with media player launcher. So this is a launcher, and this is a simple way to create a launcher on your application. So we can type media player launcher. Yes, that. Okay, we get an error because of we don't use any using namespace about the launcher. So we're gonna add using Microsoft Phone tasks. Okay, and now we can use my media player launcher, my new instance. We can create a new instance, media player launcher equals new media player launcher. Okay, and so we can create a media player launcher with this code: media player launcher dot media new URI. Can set media player launcher properties like this. So I'm gonna create a media player link type. I'm gonna type a media player link. So this is a sample, so you can add whatever you need to access the media. So I add a simple URI for simple media. Sorry, http / video .com / clip.mp4. Okay, And now we must set our media player URI-kind. URI-kind absolute, because we refer the full path of our media. Absolute. Okay. And finally, a media player launcher show provide us our media player can launch when we tap it media button click. Okay, so what we can do, what we done here, we created one instance of task type for the launcher, media player launcher, new media player launcher. This is a new instance, and I started any required and optional parameter of the task object. In this media player, we required new URI for the media player for our media link, and finally call the show method of the task object. Okay, let's try with our emulator. So we're gonna start our emulator, launching our application 2, phone app 2. Okay, we must tap play media button from icon button. Okay, we can't any access internet access, so it shows sorry, we can't play this file on your phone. Sorry, I can't any access of internet, so we can't see the video. Okay, try with internet access. Stop the application. Okay. So I'm connected. I'm gonna connect our Wi-Fi port. Okay, I connected my internet connection. So let's try again with our emulator for using media player launcher. So we can now see our media player, our media, I think, loading, and we can tap the play media button, so our media is shown on screen. Okay, it's great. So this is just a little sample of usage of media player launcher sample. This is a simple example of launchers. Okay, as an example of launcher tasks. Okay, as an example of launcher tasks, composing an email, sharing a link on social media or anything, opening the browser to a specific website. Okay, these are all of our launcher tasks. For the full list of available launchers and code for using them, please go ahead the link that now appears on the screen. Okay, www.mstm.microsoft.com. It's provided by Microsoft. Okay, you can find a full list of available launchers in Windows Phone operating system. Okay, let's continue with choosers. I'm going to create a simple chooser for usage of how do you use Windows Phone choosers. A chooser is an API. Yeah, is an API. Also, a launcher is an API. Okay, that launchers one of the built-in applications such as camera capture task, photo selecting task, selecting a contact's email address, or having a new ringtone to your phone. Okay, to add a chooser to your application is the same time in launchers. Okay, I'm gonna create a new instance. Blah 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 blah. Is the same steps. It has same steps. In fact, so I have to write some little codes in camera capture task button click. So I'm start with create new instance for camera capture task. Camera capture task. So I'm gonna create a new instance for camera capture task. New equals new capture task. Okay. Camera capture task completed. Okay, this situation is important because a main difference of choosers from launchers is they fire off a completed event. So you need to have completed event, and you can get data or your choosers. You can get choosers data in this completed event. So I'm gonna fire off completed event in this area. So I'm gonna press plus and equal button and on my keyboard, and I'm gonna tap the tap button twice for fire off this event. Okay, 2 tap. Okay, camera capture task completed. What I'm doing in here? Okay, before the camera completed event, I have to write camera capture task dot show to launch the capture task event. Okay, remember we said that choosers return data and status to your application. In this area, the camera capture task return us our captured image data in this area. So I'm gonna continue with coding camera capture task completed event. So I'm gonna delete this code and I'm saying if task result is okay. I'm gonna checking task result. Okay. Now I will start our functionality bitmap image. Name it BMP. Okay, a new instance for if BMP dot set source. Okay, I get an error about a reference, missing reference using system Windows Media Imagine. Okay. Oh, I don't want to like this. I'm adding using namespace. Okay. It add a using namespace for using bitmap image. So BMP dot set source is not equals e dot chosen photo. Image. Oh, we can add an image control to see our chosen photo on page main page.xml. So I'm gonna add an image control from my toolbox on Visual Studio. Okay, I'm gonna add an image control on this area, and I'm gonna name it image 1. Okay, it's name 1. So it provides to us see chosen image on this page. Okay, image one dot source choose BMP. Our chosen image comes from our camera capture task. Okay, so I think we have completed our camera capture task chooser. Okay, let's try it emulator. So I'm gonna create this. To see, we must tap the second application bar button to capture. Okay, it open a camera capture on the emulator. Because of we are in emulator, this situation simulates real device camera capture. Actually, you can see a rectangle that is change color change 1 second. This simulates a real device camera capture. So we can tap to anywhere of our emulator screen to take a picture, a sample picture from our emulator. I'm gonna take a photo and accept. And when the chooser finished, we are going to back our application. Okay, in real dice, I think this is most fast with emulator than emulator. Okay, we can see our image on our image control, our captured image in our image control. Okay, we got successfully add our camera capture task on your application. Okay. Summarizely, what we can do in here. I'm gonna create. I created a new instance of task type for chooser, like this, a new instance, and identified the callback method to run after the user completed task, word camera capture completed event. And we set any required and optional properties. There are no properties in camera capture task. And finally, we add show method to our camera capture task. Considering determining launchers, additionally, we're gonna implement the completed event handler to get separate data and status after the user completed task. Okay? Yes, for the full list of available choosers and code for using them, please access this link that you can see now on the screens provided by msdn.microsoft.blah blah blah. Okay? Can find all list of available chooser lists. Okay, let's start up our application. Yes. Finally, well, what are happening on the behind when we launch your chooser launch? When the new task application is launched, your application is deactivated and put into a dormant state by operating system. So after the user completed the task, user return your application and it resumes in the same state as before. This is important. It resumes in the same state as before. The user can return your application with current state operating system is a preserved in memory for your application. However, sometimes your application may be terminated by the operating system. Yes, it sometimes happens. In this case, a new instance of your application is created and it preserves your application state. It's automatically made by application. You don't need to have anything for this, for state preserve your application state. Okay, today we talked about launchers and choosers on Windows Phone application and Windows Phone operating system. And you can see it's just a little bit, requires just a little bit codes and very simple, but provides the user a consistent experience and great experience for the user, for developers, because you must add need to have some functionality. You need to add your application some functionality about camera capture task or navigation tasks. You can sometimes want to add your application. To adding this functionality on your application, you can easily select using a launcher or chooser. It's very simple to developer. Okay, that's all about what I want to say. Choosers and launchers. Thank you.